All right, guys, are you ready? Today, we are talking about 4 really bad ways to use technology in your classroom. If you want more information like this, more content like this, you want to keep getting awesome things from our team, make sure you click like and subscribe with the link down below so that you can never miss something awesome that we put out here. So, speaking of awesome, these 4 ways to use technology most decidedly are not awesome. So let's break it down. Number 1, if you are using technology as a paper substitute, that's great for the environment, but it's not necessarily great for learning. For example, I can't tell you the number of times I've seen teachers essentially take a worksheet, put it on the computer, and call it technology integration. Guys, that's not it. That's not cutting it. A worksheet that simply asks students to answer a variety of questions is a worksheet, whether it is on paper or whether it is on the computer. There is no added value for the students to putting it on the computer. So, if you want to do it on the computer, great. But that doesn't mean that you are innovating and transforming learning. You're just giving them a worksheet. Yeah, it's a worksheet on a screen, but it's just a worksheet. So, consider how you could take that and transform it into a learning experience that's actually meaningful, that goes deeper, that isn't just regurgitation of facts onto a digital piece of paper. Okay? Number 2, really bad way to use technology in the classroom. Don't do this one. I can't tell you the number of times I walk into a classroom and, guys, it drives me crazy. It's okay if you've done this. We can all fail forward. It's all right, but it's time to change. Don't use the technology as busy work. All right? It is not there so that you can work with a small group of students as the rest of the class is clicking away on the computer or tablet, doing some kind of game or some kind of digital worksheet like we talked about in the first really bad way to use technology. Tech is not busy work. When you want to use tech well and when you want to use it to transform learning, you're not going to use it just as busy work. Third, really bad way to use technology in the classroom. The first 2 annoy me. This third one actually makes me a little bit angry. And that's because I see people using technology in the classroom as a pacifier. Guys, the students sitting in your classroom are not 2-year-olds who need their binky so they get out of your hair. The kids sitting in your classroom are students who are there to be in engaged learning experiences, diving into content, really investigating. And when you give them a tablet or a computer or something and say, okay, why don't you go get on coolmathgames.com? You are giving them a pacifier. You are saying, get out of my hair, go do this thing, and it's not really benefiting you. It's not really taking you any further in your understanding, but I need you out of my hair. That is why we put students on those websites, okay? So, tech is not a pacifier. Tech is not a binky. Kids give up binkies before they come to school, we hope. Don't give them a new one when you give them a tablet. And last but most certainly not least, number 4, really bad way to use technology. And this one is kind of a catch-all. When teachers use technology as the end-all be-all, that is a really bad way to use tech. I'm a techie. I love tech. My Twitter handle is TechieTeachAught. I think it's awesome. I think there's amazing things you can do with it. But technology cannot replace every learning experience our students have in the classroom. You want to go paperless? Awesome. You want to teach them technology skills? Great. But there are times and there are places when the technology really needs to be put away. If you are doing a simulation, a classroom simulation where students are connecting and talking and moving around the room, it doesn't necessarily need tech. Don't stick tech into your activity just because you're trying to put technology into your activity. Use the tech in the activity when the activity calls for it, all right? When it improves the learning, when it takes it a step further and really can transform the experience for your students. But that doesn't happen every single activity of the day. And I've seen some teachers who are uber excited about getting technology in their classroom and everything goes to tech. Kudos to you for trying something new out, but pull the reins back just a little bit. Make sure there are some things you do in class that are not on the tablet, not on the computer. It's all about balance, guys. You got to find a balance between using it for awesomeness and using it way too much. So If you recognized yourself in any of those 4 really bad ways to use technology, I wanted to say first and foremost, it's okay. We can all move forward. We can all get better. And if you disagree with one of these 4 really bad ways to use technology that I've said, please let me know. Leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about it because I want to hear your thoughts too. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I can't wait to hear the ways you're using tech to teach better.